go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing and first impression video on the channel. Not much of an unboxing. I have a couple testers here for basically for me to decant. So this is not for my personal collection. This is from the brand of Parfum de Marly, and this is their newest release called Perseus. Now, Perseus is going to be your favorite influencer's favorite new fragrance for summer 2024. Be warned, PDM is probably, it was the first real brand to really push out the free bottles and the free bottle brigade. They're going to say this is the best new summer release. It is the best summer release from PDM. It doesn't smell like this, and this from what other people say. This is a brand that is, to me personally, is a high-end, and I say that loosely, just because of price tag, but it is a clone brand with nice bottles, heavy caps, and that's about it. There's no identity to Parfum de Marly. When I think Parfum de Marly, I think clone brand. I think you don't have a fragrance note or a nose that's behind the brand that really makes me think of the brand. Like Hermes has, when I think Hermes, I think of quality. I think of Jean-Claude Elena. I think of summer, spring fragrances. There's Chanel. There's a certain identity to brands. Amouage. Those are the brands that really lay an impact in the fragrance community. This is one of those that we're gonna take advantage of you. It really is the shady salesman, the shady car salesman of the fragrance community. And that's why I don't like the brand that much. However, here we are decanting it because people enjoy these fragrances. So I haven't smelt this fragrance. I have these two fragrances that I have to decant here. These are testers, and that's why they are out of the box. It did come with a generic box, but whatever. It even has like the note breakdown behind it, so that kind of helps. This is a freshie from what I see from the note breakdown already. So the note breakdown has, bergamot, pineapple, grapefruit, blackcurrant, vetiver, green mandarin, geranium, some woods, ambergris. The pineapple bergamot correlation kind of makes you think of Ventus, perhaps. We'll see. Yeah, a lot of citruses up front. So we're thinking a summer fragrance here, 2024 release. The nose behind this, I believe, was Natalie Templar, which did a lot of Dubai-inspired type fragrances. So PDM. So let's get into it. Let's sniff this one out. Again, I am going to speak about where you can get these decants once I start decanting them. But let's sniff it. I got a strip here, so we're going to go strip first, and then, of course, on my skin. And again, for me, you know me. If you're new to the channel, basically, I have no affiliation, no free bottle brigade here. I'm not going to tell you this is the best PDM in the world unless it is. I'm really don't have any, I don't care. Brands don't have to send me anything, honestly. So I'm one of those that, I'll tell you exactly how it is. And I have the experience with it. There's so many fragrance reviewers out there that had it, they have the experience, Gensense, Red Essence, they have experience. They're not using it anymore. They're using it to sell, unfortunately. But that's part of the fragrance community, I guess. So let's sniff this one out and let's see what I get up top. Again, it's an unboxing first impression, so you're not going to get dry down and performance out of me. Ooh, very, very vivid, tart grapefruit. Very good grapefruit. Actually, really good grapefruit. That's all I'm really getting here, but it has that tartness that I really like in fragrances. Again, I don't want to go more negative than I usually do, but honestly, you can get this from Pampelune from Guerlain under $100. You can get Terre D'Hermes, Eau Fraiche, stuff like that. So a really tart, beautiful grapefruit, as rare as they come. And they are rare. There's a lot of bad grapefruits in the industry. Talking about Terre D'Hermes, this is going a little green here. And I am getting a little bit of orangey grapefruit thing. Okay, so, ooh, it's turning, it's not really, it's not helping the whole, I think this is a clone brand. It smells like a Terre D'Hermes flanker. Is that a bad thing? No, it smells good. For the price tag, no, it does not smell very good anymore. Terre D'Hermes, you can get a fraction of the price of this stuff. And Terre D'Hermes is a really good release. So I'm not saying it smells bad, but it smells like something. So let's put it on skin and see, you know, if there's anything different here. What a bad atomizer, these ones. Oh yeah. So, okay, so grapefruit's your central note from the strip and from my skin here. Bright, energizing, energetic, tart. It has that really has a slight rind to it. It has an orange peel type of flavor too. So there's green mandarin in this, yes. So almost the rind and the skin of the orange of the mandarin, based with a grapefruit tartness. Beautiful. Beautiful, but it reminds me of Terre D'Hermes Eau Fraiche, honestly, with the grapefruit bergamot kind of like, it really is. And the orange facets. And there's some green vetiver here, rooty vetiver too, it's rooty. So if you don't like vetiver, I don't think you're gonna like this one. Off the top, it's starting to get even more green here. Yeah, it's taking that Eau Fraiche, and I have my bottle here in Eau Givrée too, like Hermes, potato. But this is so, and this is off the top, right? How is this gonna develop in the back end? Dry woods, cashmere wood, ambre gris. It doesn't seem like there's going to be much of a back end. So honestly, the build itself is good. So tart grapefruit is your primary up top. Secondary is your green mandarin, but it's taking the rind. It's getting you're taking the orange peel, the mandarin peel facet in here with the tart grapefruit. Really great combo. Uplifting. I love it. I love that opening. It's not going to stay throughout the fragrance. I doubt it. These grapefruits don't last too long. And then there's a very strong, and it's getting much stronger. The more I progress, I wonder. No, the more. Oh, yeah. The more I progress, it's a very rooty vetiver. Very rooty vetiver. So you're gonna get that earthy, rooty. You know, a little bit of a woody backdrop, but. This is exactly what PDM is all about. It's a designer fragrance with niche price. Typical PDM, artistically not there. Again, get the Hermes edition instead of this. You're saying. And these influencers they're gonna try to spin it. Like they may say, oh, it's okay, it's good, it's not the best, or they might say it's the best. But they like to spin things like using things that are, you know, you can't quantify it. Things like, I'm getting tons of compliments to try to sell this fragrance. How? Like, give me the stats of that, right? They're gonna say, always, longevity and projection, beast mode. Oh yeah, of course there, buddy. And they're using things like that that have no real substance to it to actually sell a product that they think is subpar. Again, this is a designer fragrance in a niche price point, not good. The grapefruit, outstanding. And that's one thing I'm going to give it to them for. However, it's not a new idea. You're piggybacking off Hermes, Pampelune by Guerlain, even better of a grapefruit than this. Those are fragrances that are around $100 or less. The Hermes is more expensive because of the brand, but the Guerlain Pampelune like kills this. Doesn't seem like I'm going to get much development out of this. Like the vetiver is super strong in here. Like I would say this is probably a vetiver based fragrance. Once all the citruses kind of burn off, this is probably going to be a heavily vetiver fragrance with some dry woods and maybe a little bit of ambre gris. I'm not getting like that flintiness from the Hermes, but which makes it more interesting personally. So this is more of a grown-up type of scent too. Pineapple I didn't get, by the way. Black currant buds, and spirit, like a little bit, but not much. It's not a major factor. The major factors here are your grapefruit, your green mandarin, and then maybe a little bit of that bergamot, but that's about it to give that sparkle. But yeah. So again, brand new release from PDM. You're going to get free bottles to Redolescence. You're going to get free bottles to Gent Scents. Positive reviews, positive reviews. You're going to get the Odericas that, like the biggest PDM, like that person has no nose to me personally, and will try to sell something like this with weird things like compliments and projection longevity. So do not fall into that trap. And that's the only real thing to take from this fragrance review is these brands. You got to test, and try them. So as for me, this is again not for my personal collection. I did not purchase this with my own money. I'm not looking for PDM fragrances personally. I own 3 in my whole collection, and that's it. This is gonna get decanted here at Fragflex. I make 10 ml decants. They're gonna be coming next week on fragflex.com. And since I'm decanting for them, they did give me a code, which is TFG 10 to get 10% off on your decants. So if this seems interesting to you, maybe you don't want to spend how much PDMs are, $200, $300, $400 Canadian, give or take. You can get a small 10 ml decant and it will satisfy you. My suggestion, if you're looking for my suggestion, personally, if this seems interesting to you and you haven't smelt the Terre D'Hermes series, do. It does exactly what this does. It's an old idea. It's a stolen idea. So that's it. Go check out fragflex.com to go check out my decants. Now that you're my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. What do you think about the newest PDM, the PDM brand as a whole? It's not a brand that you're going to try to find innovation from. Copy, paste is their motto, basically. As always, a greater pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely, especially a grapefruit one. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.